Hello, it's Ann, and welcome to my channel. I woke up this morning and I decided it would be a great day to go to the garden center and pick up some plants. I had received a package in the mail from Zulily, and I wasn't exactly sure what was in the package. I opened it and realized that it was flower bulbs for Lily of the Valley, and I don't have any potting soil. So I am going to make a trip to the Home Depot Garden Center and pick up some potting soil and pot these things. So come along with me. Before we do that, if you're not a subscriber, it would really help me grow my channel if you would just look down below and click the button to subscribe. Just click, click, click. And there's even a little bell there. Click the bell. And if you click that little bell every time I upload a new video, you'll get a little notification on your computer or your cell phone. If you don't click the bell, nobody will let you know anything. You'll just have to keep up with it on your own. And if you like the video after you see it, please do me a favor and give me a good thumbs up. That way I know that you're enjoying this kind of a video and I'll consider making more. So here we go to Home Depot. I'm at our local Home Depot, just about to go into the garden center. I'm here to pick up some potting soil for some plants that I got in the mail recently. And I want to see if there are any interesting little pots of plants that I can add to our garden. So here we go. I like to look at the plants that are outside first, because you never know, there may be some interesting things outside that are not also inside. So far I'm not seeing anything unique. I have a lot of these things, or have had a lot. I'm just looking for a few extra little unique things to add to the garden. We do need another bougainvillea to fill in for one that got pretty sparse over the winter time. Looking for annuals intentionally, but if I see something that looks interesting, I may bring home a pot or two. Perennials are more of what I am looking for, as far as a few little fill-in plants. Lots of vinca. Again, I've got vinca at home. I'm not particularly looking for something I already have, although I may just get another pot of vinca to throw in and fill in a giant pot that's looking, again, a little sparse from winter. just checking out the roses now. Our rose bushes did not do very well over the last year. And my favorite color of rose is purple. So I'm just looking to see if I can find a purple rose bush. Looks like this might be the closest, but that's not exactly the style of rose that I'm looking for. I'm looking for something more fragrant. And this one doesn't really have much of a fragrance. So moving right along, let's see what else we can look at. Night blooming jasmine is wonderful. I believe we actually have a bunch of this out in our backyard. Not a lot, but we have some. So, and I'm not really here to totally redo the backyard. So I think I'm going to pass. Actually, here is a really nice bougainvillea. And I'm looking for one that will climb our arbor. So maybe I should get this instead of one that's just in a pot. This one at least is already growing. Already growing up a trellis. So it may be more inclined to grow up our arbor columns or poles or pillars, whatever they are. Okay, this yellow mandevilla is really nice. We have some out by our mailbox, and it's not really looking all that great, but I don't want to get a plant this big. I'd rather get something a little smaller if I can find a smaller pot of this. And here's the potting mix I am going to pick up, which should be perfect for what I need. And I'm going to grab a couple of bags. The interesting thing about these impatiens is I bought these a couple of years ago for a giant pot we have at the top of the steps coming out of our lanai. And they're annuals. And I put them in that pot, and somehow they seeded into the ground next to the steps. So I have them actually growing. They've been growing for at least another year or two, which I guess leads me to believe that just because they're annuals doesn't mean they won't find a way to come back another year. So anyway, very pretty, but I don't need any today. So my entire giant beautiful pot of basil was eaten by ants. They came and they attacked, and I tried to get rid of them with ant traps and kept spraying the basil with water. And those ants, they just pulverized my plant. So I'm going to pick up a couple of pots of these and get a new pot started. I love these little bush daisies. I think maybe I will pick up a pot of those as well. Just to put in another little pot and add to the little garden that we have. There we go. So here we are. I am ready to go to the checkout with my little basket of flowers. And just before I go to the checkout, I found some Shasta daisies, which are my favorite daisies. And hopefully I can keep them alive. I don't normally have a lot of great luck with these daisies, but we'll see. So now it's off to the checkout with my basket of flowers. Well, let's put my gardening glove on. And let me grab a pot. Okay, so this is my first pot. And I haven't used it in a while, so I'm going to rinse it out really well. Get all the spiders and things out of it. While I'm at it. Here's my second pot. Second pot as well. Okay, pour that out. And the rest of this water. So I ordered a bunch of bulbs from Zulily. I mean, some of you or a lot of you are probably familiar with Zulily. I've never ordered plants through them. So they had a deal on Lily of the Valley. And Lily of the Valley is so hard to find here in Florida or most places. And yet up north, if you've got it in your garden, it spreads all over and it's wonderful. Lily of the Valley is my favorite flower. So I bought, there are four bulbs in each bag. And I forget exactly how many I bought. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. 4, 5. So I'm going to plant these in the pot and see how they do here in Florida. Probably be easier if I had a bucket to dump the dirt in, but I have a little problem with my back these days, and I'm not sure I can lift the bag and pour it into a bucket, so it's actually easier to do it this way. I'm going to put lots of potting soil in here. Good enough for a moment. Now I'm going to put some potting soil in this one. Okay. Dig hole to depth listed below or size of root. Let's get into the bag and see how big the root is. I think I'm stepping in enough soil here. That does not open. Okay. Well, that's a big root. And I am definitely sure that I've got enough dirt in here for this, but I don't know if I'm going to need for 6 of them. I'm just going to carve out a hole, put this in here, place the bowl, nose up, roots down in the hole, cover with soil. Okay, I got to go down even deeper. Got it sticking up just a tiny bit now, but I'll cover it after I get all 4 of them. Oh. Apparently that was all 4 of them in one clump. So I'm going to go to the next bag. Sorry for that plane flying over. Okay. I think I'm really deep hole. Get this way down in there. I need to go in and I should have put these in before I filled it with dirt. But I did for not reading the directions first. Alright, do I dare try to put one more in? You know what? These were cheap enough. Why not? And even if just one comes up, I'll be happy. It'll be one more lily of the valley that I've seen in person probably in the last 20 years. Alright, that's in there. Now, cover it with dirt. Out of the way. Okay. 2 more for the next spot. Okay, there's my bulb. Let's get way down there and bury it in there. And the last one. Lots of dirt. Okay, now I'll water them. Make it good and wet. And there we go. And so the package says they need shade. So I have moved them inside to our lanai, or for those who aren't familiar with that term, that's our screen patio in the back of the house. And that's where we're going to keep them. And then we'll just say a prayer and hope that one day soon those little bulbs peek out from the dirt and we have lovely blooms. Here in Florida, if you're going to do any gardening or working outside, you really have to do it early in the morning. And unfortunately, I didn't get such an early start. So now that I've finished potting the bulbs, the lily of the valley bulbs that I got from Zulily, I'm just going to water down the plants that I picked up at Home Depot, the other ones, so that they will be fine for tomorrow. I will pick up where I left off and do another video. Plant the rest of these things. Well, my planting for today is done. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please, again, don't forget, if you're not a subscriber, please click below, click on the subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up so that I know that this is a type of video that you enjoy. The more subscribers I get, the more I can grow my channel. And to my newest subscribers, thank you so much. I really appreciate your subscribing. And I look forward to seeing you real soon when I plant the rest of those flowers that I picked up from Home Depot. Take care and bye from Naples, Florida.